AL wildcard race. The Phillies paid visit to Miller Park to match up with the Brewers, and the Brewers came away with the win. The final score was 5-2. Martin Maldonado turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. Kyle Loesch grabbed his 15th win on the bump. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Right now, the Brewers are atop the NL Central. They have a 3-game cushion. The Phillies sit in last place in the National League East. They're over 20 games out of first. The Rays did battle against the Reds at Great American Ballpark, and it was Cincinnati who came away with the win. The final was 5-4. Brandon Phillips was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game. He is currently among the doubles leaders in the National League. Homer Bailey was victorious on the mound and picked up his 10th win of the season. Heading into today, the Reds sit in 4th place in the National League Central Division, 10 games out of first. The Rays sit in 1st place in the American League Eastern Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The Cubs paid visit to PNC Park where they took on the hometown Pirates, and the Pirates came away with the win, 7-0. Gavin Floyd earned a well-deserved win on the bump as he tossed a complete game shutout effort. He currently has the most shutouts among pitchers in the National League. Looking at the standings, the Pirates are in 3rd place in the NL Central. They trail first by 4 games. The Cubs are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The San Diego Padres visited the Redbirds in the Gateway City, and the Cardinals nabbed the extra innings W. The score was 6-5. Yadier Molina led the charge offensively with 3 RBIs in the contest. Colby Lewis got the win out of the pen, his 6th so far this year. As of today, the Cardinals sit in 2nd place in the National League Central, 3 games back. The Padres are in 3rd place in the NL West, 12.5 games back. The Tigers were in the desert taking on the D-backs in interleague action, and it was Detroit who was victorious, 7-2. Anibal Sanchez was very much in control on the mound, earning the victory as he pitched 8 full while allowing only 1 unearned run. At the moment, the Diamondbacks are in 4th place in the NL West, 13 games out. The Tigers sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division, 10.5 back. The Los Angeles Dodgers went up against the Rockies in the Mile High City, and the Rockies came away with the win. The final was 2-0. Jordan Lyles threw the ball well and picked up his 13th win of the year. Heading into today, the Rockies are in 2nd place in the NL West, but they currently hold a spot in the NL wildcard race. The Dodgers are atop the division. They are enjoying a 5.5 game advantage. The Rangers paid visit to the Bo Sox at Fenway Park, and it was the Bo Sox who came away victorious. The final score was 9-8. Xander Bogaerts was clutch at the plate as he picked up 3 RBIs. Right now, the Red Sox sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division. They're 15.5 games out of first. The Rangers are atop the American League West. They are more than 10 games ahead of 2nd place. The Indians were in the Bronx to take on the Yankees. The Indians came away with the win. The final score was 3-2. As of today, the Yankees are in 4th place in the AL East. They're 18.5 games out of first. The Indians sit in 2nd place in the AL Central Division, but they currently lead the AL wildcard race. The Houston Astros were in Baltimore to match up against the Orioles, and it was the Orioles who came away with the win. The final score was 3-2. Evan Meek earned his 7th W in relief so far this season. At the moment, the Orioles are in 2nd place in the AL East. They're 13.5 out of first place. The Astros are in last place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. The Chicago White Sox were in KC to take on the Royals, and it was the White Sox who came out on top, the final 5-3. Diane Viciedo led the charge offensively with 3 knocks in the contest. Matt Lindstrom earned his 7th W in relief so far this season. Heading into today, the Royals are leading the Central Division, 1 game ahead of 2nd. The White Sox are 3rd in the division, 10 games out of first. The Blue Jays were in Minnesota to take on the Twins, and it was the Blue Jays who came out on top. The final was 6-3. Aaron Lute grabbed the win in relief, his 5th on the year. Looking at the standings, the Twins sit in last place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Blue Jays sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And that's what's going on around baseball heading into today's action. Join us again tomorrow for more updates from around Major League Baseball.